Kannagi, a name that inspires awe. A legendary woman who went head-to-head against a king. In the Tamil epic Silappadigaram, Kannagi took on the king of Madurai after her husband was beheaded by the king's men. And when justice was not served, she cursed the entire city of Madurai, which set ablaze and burned to ashes. There is one other woman who had the courage to challenge a king. A young woman, this time called Lakshmi, was preparing to take on P. Rajagopal.
It was a transparent case. There was nothing to hide.
Hi, my name is Vasanthi Hariprakash and you are listening to The Big Shots Dosa King, a Spotify original produced by Sikya Entertainment. An 8-part series based on the man behind Saravana Bhavan, one of the most iconic South Indian restaurants in the world. The story of P. Rajagopal. An epic drama about the exponential rise of his empire and the shocking murder scandal that led to his fall. We've combed through Madras High Court and the Supreme Court's judgments and orders, witness statements, numerous articles, and P. Rajagopal's biography. We've spoken to those who know the story well, even those who were there when it happened. Certain scenes have been reconstructed for the show for dramatic purposes. We do not claim or infer authenticity connected to P. Rajagopal or any other person, living or dead. So join us as this episode takes you right to the heart of an investigation, as one powerful man does everything in his power to control his fate, and one young woman holds on to her strength to stand her ground. Join us in this episode of The Dosa King. Episode 7. The Body in Kodaikanal. When we last left Lakshmi, she was entering the Velachery police station to file a missing persons report after her husband had been missing for months. But her path is about to cross with 2 police officers who will become central to this story.
In 2001, I was a police inspector in Velachery police station. The young woman and her husband's residence came under my jurisdiction. I began investigation based on the complaint. That's how I came into this case.
That was retired Inspector Devasigamani, the investigating officer in the case against P. Rajagopal.
I am Ramchandran, retired superintendent of police. But at the time of the case, I was the Assistant Commissioner of Police, Guindy Range. The Velachery police station was under the jurisdiction of Guindy Range. Inspector Devasigamani was the station inspector of Velachery police station.
That was the former Assistant Commissioner of Police, Mr. Ramachandran. His interview has been voiced by an actor because of issues with audio quality with the original. The 2 officers launched an investigation into the P. Rajagopal case on the basis of a 39-page complaint filed by Lakshmi for offences ranging from trespassing to kidnapping. And then news arrived. A dead body in the forest of Kodaikanal.
Since it was an unidentified body, as per procedure, post-mortem of the body was carried out and it was buried.
Once the corpse was exhumed, Lakshmi and her mother, the 2 principal witnesses in the case, were taken to identify the body.
Kunjam, will it be possible to turn him around?
A scar mark on Vasanta Kumar's waist was the last bit of proof Lakshmi needed. How could she ever have imagined that this was how their love story would end?
What, Lakshmi? My legs are paining. You want me to faint or what?
I have the camera only for one day. Come on.
Oh, that is the problem. We'll go and buy our own camera. At least it will save me this torture.
So,
In our due course of investigation, we collected all the evidences. We took pain to get scientific evidence to prove the crime. We submitted several evidences to prove that the unidentified body was that of the young man.
And that wasn't all. Beyond the identification of the body, the police had to piece together what had happened to Vasantakumar from 48 witness statements, collecting and tracing both material and circumstantial evidence to establish a strong connection to P. Rajagopal.
It was a transparent case. There was nothing to hide.
As the police officers were preparing a final report to submit to the Poonamallee District Court, two illustrious legal teams were gearing up for a high-profile trial.
Before submitting the final report, the police will take an informal opinion from the public prosecutor. After the charge sheet is filed, whoever is assigned as a public prosecutor for the particular court will appear for the case. Public prosecutor will look into the witness evidence and ensure that the witness tells the same in court in the same manner.
That was Advocate Muthukunyan, a core member of P. Rajagopal's legal counsel, who spoke to us about how the engines of the legal system were gearing up for the trial against his former client. Soon, the final report by the Velachery police arrived. One of the list of charges against P. Rajagopal was now IPC Section 302, punishment for murder.
Based on the instructions of Rajagopal, 5 of his henchmen took the young man in a Tata Sumo. The 5 henchmen were Pattu Rajan, driver of the car, Daniel, who was A2, Hassan, Kasi, and Karmegam. While on their way to Kodaikanal, the henchmen beat up the young man. Kasi used a shawl to smother him. Other accused used their lungi to strangulate him. They deposed the body at Tiger Chola forest on the way to Kodaikanal. On the way back, they refueled petrol and reported to their boss that the job has been done. This is the sequence of events.
It was time for P. Rajagopal's defense team to jump into action. The battle lines were drawn. P. Rajagopal's legal counsel had to defend him against the charges in the report filed by the Velachery police, who had put together a clear sequence of events after a thorough investigation. And as a fierce legal battle raged around him, P. Rajagopal found himself in the center of controversy for the first time in a long and remarkably uncontroversial career. But don't be mistaken. The king's feathers weren't ruffled. Journalist Saravanan, a young reporter with a popular Tamil news magazine at the time, talked to us about Rajagopal's demeanor.
Rajagopal took the case head on. He never looked worried. He handled the case easily. He would never show that he was worried or guilty.
What he did not take into account was that this time, Lakshmi was not all by herself. There were rumors that persist to this day that she had help from someone in a high place. Or rather, an Amma to Rajagopal's Annachi.
I have heard that Madam Jayalalitha had given strict instructions to police to deal in a stern manner. The young woman also told me that she took the case to the attention of the Chief Minister.
After all, Amma herself was known to go head-to-head with powerful men. But when we asked the same question to investigating officer Devasigamani,
there is no connection between Madam Jayalalitha and this case. As an investigating officer, I did not find any entries to suggest that CM had a link to this case. I do not know anything about this.
And yet, in spite of this official and stern denial, journalists we spoke to did say that Amma had an interest in this case. Senior journalist R.K. Radhakrishnan